lovelies. Welcome to Sacred Star Guidance. I'm Shel, and this reading is going to be for Virgo for the 4th week in November from the 25th through the 30th. I hope all of you Virgos are doing better and doing well, better than last week. All right, what does Virgo need to know for the 4th week in November? For the end of November. Okay. Okay, the first card you have is discernment. All is not what it seems. Stay true to your knowing. Keep your dreams a secret. We have support. Ask for help. Get rest or get more rest and nurture yourself. Imagination. Envision a new reality. Give yourself permission to dream. Believe in unlimited possibilities. All right. With this discernment card, we know that there is an outside energy. Either this is another person. It could be you. It could be yourself and your own energy. But this outside energy, this other energy, it's an energy that could be from you, but it's not of you. And it's like it could be your thoughts and your emotions. It could be your inner thoughts and emotions, but it's not of the current state. It's of the old state, the old cycle. Either the old cycle, the energy and the thoughts and the emotions from the old cycle that you were in are affecting your energy and the cycle that you're in now. So that would be old, low vibrational energies, old negative thoughts and emotions, sufferings from an old cycle, old energies. Or this is of somebody outside of you that is sending you off-putting low vibrational energies. Either way, we need to create space between ourselves and those things. Those things are illusions. They're not real. Maybe the things you've experienced are real. Maybe those feelings are real. But like I stated, it's of you, but it's old. It's not for the energies right now. It's something that you've been through in the past that you should have been working through, moving through. And this cycle that you're in right now, the current cycle you're in now, shouldn't be carrying these energies because these energies are from the old cycle, if you understand what I'm saying. It says, stay true to your knowing. Spirit really wants you to tap into your intuition and really tap into how you're truly feeling, what your true path is, and where you're truly heading. And in doing that, we need to clear away some of this confusion that's clouding you. It's like this old energy of yours is coming back and putting a cloud over your eyes and your face. And this cloud, this energetic cloud, is blocking your sight. It's like you subconsciously know where you are in reality in this cycle, and you know where you're supposed to be going, which is climbing this mountain towards your dreams and wishes, really being focused and going for those things. But it's like you can't fully see the path ahead of you because this energy from the old cycle is covering your face. Um, and unfortunately, it's covering your face because you've allowed it to. Um, it seems that you've been entertaining lower vibrational emotions, lower vibrational energies. You've been allowing yourself to feel these ways and think these ways. You've been allowing this to like seep in. There's like it's like the trauma and the lower vibrational things that you've been working through in the past. It's like they've come back again. They've cycled around again. It feels like almost like to test your strength in a sense to and also because some of the things you could have experienced could have been very deeply scarring things, but it's cycled back around. And instead of applying the things that we've been learning, like relying on spirit, asking spirit to step in to help take care of some of our energies, um, grounding ourselves, clearing out any negative low vibrational energies um, through cleansing activities or prayer. And it's like instead of tapping into those things and that self love and the activities of self love, it's like you kind of just gave up and chose to entertain the old lower vibrations of the old cycle. And we're kind of, I guess, a little confused and off put right now energetically. It's like we're climbing this mountain and your foot slipped in the middle of climbing this mountain, and you haven't fallen off this mountain. We're still in the same space you were, but it's like your foot slipped, and because your foot slipped, all of a sudden you are maybe beating yourself up, or I don't know. It's like I feel like there was a moment of fear or doubt where there was like a choice. There's like a momentary choice where you could have chosen to ignore that and dove into a loving positive thing, but instead of doing that we chose to entertain that negative emotion. And by entertaining that negative emotion, by allowing yourself to entertain those thoughts and those feelings, you've kind of subconsciously made yourself freeze in that position. And we've kind of been there. But we have to remember who we are. We have to remember what we're doing and remember where we're going and remember all these things. We have to remember the reality and understand that just because our foot slipped doesn't mean we have to fall back into this heavy stuff of the old cycle. We need to be utilizing the things that we've been learning. We need to utilize the things that Spirit has been telling us to do, and we need to put them into action. Show dedication and commitment to Spirit by speaking to them, inviting them in to help. You can make a big difference in your life as long as you invite them in to help with those things. We need to be diving into that self love, treating ourselves right, believing in ourselves more than anybody else, fighting for the things that we want, loving ourselves into being who we should be, loving ourselves into taking that next step, realizing that, life is full of cyclical things. You're always going to be experiencing generally the same things over and over again, and it may just look different. These are, in a sense, tests. They're opportunities for you to grow. They're opportunities for you to show spirit what you've learned, and that you are listening, that you are learning from the things that they're trying to teach you, that you are utilizing the skills that they've been giving you, that they've been trying to teach you. So when we encounter these things where, something happens, like our foot slips, or, feeling a little down, feeling a little fearful, that's okay. What matters is how you pick yourself up and if you're picking yourself up. The issue lies where something occurs and we don't pick ourselves up. And that would be like you climbing this mountain and your foot slipping. And instead of refocusing, recalibrating, working on your breathing, and continuing forward, we chose to entertain the lower vibrational energies, either, just entertaining that. And that is what kept you still. That's what's kept you in this space, and we haven't gotten out of it. If we stay in this space where we're entertaining um, old energies and we're getting into this victim type of mentality, that's going to keep you down. It's going to hold you down. And if anything, it's going to pull you right off that mountain back to square one. We cannot allow that to happen. And that's why we cannot entertain these emotions. You are trying to climb this mountain, and if you have somewhere to be, and if you have dreams to accomplish, and you have growth to make, to go through, we have to be loving ourselves into that next step. We have to be utilizing the skills and the tools that Spirit has been providing for you, that you've been working so hard to accomplish and learn for yourself. This is a pretty heavy reading. We have imagination, envision a new reality, give yourself permission to dream, believe in unlimited possibilities. We have courage. You are safe. Fear is an illusion. Set strong boundaries. And then we have gentleness. Be kind to yourself and others. Honor your gentleness. Speak words of love. So overall, we need to believe in ourselves. We need to have faith in ourselves. We need to believe in spirit and know that we can create whatever it is we wish to create. You need to be brave and courageous and understand that you are safe. You are safe. And this fear and doubt and off-putting energy that you've been entertaining, that you've been feeling, that is an illusion. And Spirit is asking you to set strong boundaries within yourself to keep you from falling into this situation again. To set those strong boundaries of self-love within yourself. To not allow yourself to fall into a victim mentality again. To know that you are, in reality, in a very good, prosperous state. That those internal emotions and thoughts of the old cycle are things that you may need to still heal from. But we cannot allow ourselves to entertain those things, because that is what will derail this entire thing that you've been working towards. It will derail all of the growth and all of the hard work you've put in to reach this higher, new, positive level. You've just entered this new level of stability. We've just begun this. We're just learning to get our footing and to settle into this new cycle of prosperity. But we can't stay in this new level if we're going to entertain energies from the old level. It just doesn't work that way. We have to fully step out of the old and into the new. We have to let it go. And when these things cycle back around, when they come back around and start seeping in again, those lower energies, those traumatic type of old cyclic energies, we have to remind ourselves of where we are. We have to remind ourselves of the tools we've been learning, of the skills we've been learning. We have to remind ourselves of the growth we've made, and not allow ourselves to break that boundary and step into the old. We cannot step into the old anymore. That can't be allowed. We have to put a wall there, a boundary there for ourselves, to ensure that we don't ever go back to that victim mentality. Speak love and encouragement into yourselves. All right. This can be very difficult to do. It can be very difficult to get a hold of those emotional, mental thoughts that run rampant. Spirit's just asking you to do your best. Do your best to keep yourself in this new cycle of abundance, to keep you in the growth and achievement that you've put in. Don't allow yourself to sabotage yourself and to hold yourself down in this negative energy, this old energy that isn't actively harming your physical life right now. So these old energies, they're pains that we still go through, they're pains we still have. And we may still suffer from them at times. And that's going to be probably a lifelong journey, depending on the things that you've been through. But what's important here is the boundaries, setting the strong boundaries. We can still acknowledge the things that we've been through and the things that we've gone through in our life, and the pain that we've experienced and the pain that we still go through. We can acknowledge all of these things while continuing to move forward in a new path and not allowing those things to derail this new path. We need to understand that the things we've been through, that's a part of your story. That's a part of your history, what has made you you, what has brought you to the point where you're at now. It's not something to live within anymore. We're done with that cycle. That cycle is over. So if we're still entertaining those energies, if we're still allowing ourselves to be in a victim mentality, then we have a lot more work to do. To work on healing and separating from those emotions, empowering ourselves. But I think in general, most of you Virgos are actually in a really good place. I think in reality, you're in a very good place. That's the reality. You're doing well and you're climbing this mountain and you're putting in the work. It's just the mental and emotional things of the past. We really have to build up that strong wall to protect ourselves from ourselves and really dive fully, completely into self-love activities. We need to be just blasting ourselves with positivity and self-love, really diving into getting a stronger bond with spirit, really tapping in with them way more. Doing these things is going to lead you on the right path. It's going to pull you away from some of that lower vibrations and really try to reset you and refocus you on this path. Yeah, we need to take some quick action in this area. You have these goals and dreams that you wish to grow within your life, these dreams that you have, but we haven't been following our intuition completely. We haven't been, we haven't been tapping into spirit. We haven't been fully tapped into our intuition and trusting that and following it. We've been in a lack mentality type of state. A decision needs to be made, a firm decision needs to be made within you to cut off these energies, to cut out this low vibrational lack mentality type of energy, to really choose yourself, to choose your dreams and that opportunity that spirit has for you, those dreams and wishes that you want to step into, and choosing you and trying to step into this Empress energy. There needs to be a firm decision with yourself. We can't be going back and forth anymore. We cannot allow ourselves to entertain these old or lack mentality energies. It just cannot happen. It can't. There really isn't a choice here. If we want to continue to climb the mountain, if we want to continue to grow these dreams that you have, you cannot be there anymore. You have to get out of it. You have to step into your Empress energy. And an Empress doesn't entertain low vibrational energy. An Empress doesn't speak ill to herself or about herself. She has high vibrations. She has positivity, self-love, like oozing out of her. She has a strong intuition. She's positive. She's joyful. She's lighthearted. She's very intuitive, and she uses her discernment well. She's strong within herself. That's the energy we need to step into. That's the energy we need to work on being within. By using the self-love, by setting up stronger boundaries within yourself for yourself, and by tapping into spirit, that higher intuition, that's what's going to take you directly into your Empress energy. We have to let go of the fear, the doubt. We have to stop self-sabotaging, because that's what this is. You're going through a phase of self-sabotage because we're not letting go of these energies, these old energies. We're not moving on from them or utilizing a good boundary to keep ourselves in check. We have to balance our emotions and get grounded. Yep. You really have to tap into your intuition and really follow that. Entertaining any low vibrations, talking negatively about yourself or the things that you're doing or where you are in life, going back and looking at traumas and falling deeply into those traumas and the pain of those traumas when they are past traumas that you have been working through and working on, that is a form of self-sabotage. It's okay to experience and go through old emotions from old scars and pains that we have, but we're not allowed to stay within those energies. When we stay within those energies, it creates self-sabotage, which then will derail your entire path and create a massive imbalance. And this is what we've been doing. We've been entertaining the low vibrational energies. And by entertaining it, I mean we are choosing to stay within that energy. You're actively choosing to. And I understand that that can be hard, and sometimes it is not exactly intentional. But if we're not doing anything to immediately shut it down, then it is on some level intentional. And that's what we need to realize. That's what those boundaries are for. If you are willing to sit in that energy, if you're willing to entertain that energy, and this is of something that is from the past, something that you have already been working through, already been working on, something that happened a long time ago that you are not actively going through right now, that is not actively harming you right now, like actively. Those things, if we allow ourselves to fall into the emotions of those past things and we don't put up that boundary for ourselves and shut down any negativity that we could be entertaining, that is actively choosing to sit in that energy and sabotage yourself. But we have to get out of that. We really have to get far away from this. So we have to ground ourselves, do massive energy clearings to let go of this old stuff that's kind of hanging over you. It's almost like putting a dark shadow covering you in your body, and it's covering your face so that you can't really see clearly ahead of you where you're going. It's clouding you and derailing you. We have to put the boundary and the wall in place to shut down those thoughts, to shut down what we're allowed to entertain in order to clear out some of that energy, to clear out that cloudedness from our faces so we can see clearly, so we can focus clearly. Doing all of these things, making these changes and putting up these strong boundaries within ourselves to keep ourselves in check so that we don't step out of the energies that we're meant to be within, it's going to bring you balance. It's going to settle everything out. It's going to give you a new energy to reset and focus on. It's going to help you step into your Empress energy, help you to receive the things you need to be receiving. Like overall right now, if we're entertaining these old negative low vibrational things, these things that are of the past, it's keeping you imbalanced, and it's keeping you in such a low vibration that your overall energy isn't going to be an energetic match for the blessings that you are meant to be receiving. And that's the big issue here, is that if we don't get this fixed right now, that's what this Eight of Wands is. This needs to happen now, quickly. If we can't put up these boundaries within ourselves, not allow ourselves to speak ill, not allow ourselves to entertain low vibrational negative things, if we can't shift our energy to the positive and cut this off, it's going to cause us to miss out on some blessings here. It's going to keep you in a low vibration. And unfortunately, like we've stated many times before, in order to receive certain blessings, certain things that we've been hoping for and wishing for, we have to be an energetic match for those things. And if we're not an energetic match, then we're going to have to go through more healing before we can reach that point again. So it just depends on what we want to do. Do we want to allow this to consume us and cause us to be completely derailed, so we have to relearn this lesson again in order to reach our blessings? Or are we going to heed that guidance and intuition right now for ourselves, shift our energy, clear out our energy, and reset ourselves using the skills and tools that Spirit's been teaching us on this journey, and shift it now so that we can be still within this good higher vibration? It really depends on you and what you're wanting to do. It's all up to you. It really is. It's up to you, and the fact that you need to work on believing in yourself and trusting yourself and trusting Spirit and trusting where you're going. We gotta get more stable within that area, really dive into loving and nurturing and caring for ourselves um, through the hard times, caring for yourself so that you can grow out of this and keep your energy at a higher vibration. Don't allow yourself to self-sabotage anymore. We have to take ourselves out of that victim mentality. We can't allow ourselves to be there or to entertain that type of energy. Spirit is letting you know once again that there is nothing to fear. You have nothing to fear, and everything that you're experiencing right now, of the old cycle, these low vibrational lack mentality things, those are illusions, and we need to understand this. We have to really come to an understanding of the reality of our situation, that you are in a good place. You are doing the things you need to do. You are reaching higher, new, positive levels. And we have to continue to allow ourselves to be on that path, and really fight for that. Fight to keep ourselves on that path. All right. I think that's all I have for you guys. I am accepting donations and personal readings right now. If you're interested in either of those things, you can find that information in the description box below. I want to thank everyone who watches my readings, especially those who subscribe and watch my readings to the very end. I very, very much appreciate you guys so much. And I will be checking into your energy again later. Thank you.